A very good morning, class. I am here to start the revision portion for the chapter number 13, that is our environment. Our environment. We have already seen this chapter. It's just a revision part. First, we'll see what does the term environment means. What is our environment? An environment is the surrounding area where we put up, where we live. It is the sum total of the area that makes our living habitat an easy one through which we can survive or with the help of which we can survive. Now the environment is categorized into two parts. One is human environment, the other is natural environment. Natural environments are those environments which is a free gift of nature, which the nature has bestowed on us. We do not have to pay anything for it. It is a free gift from the nature side, like air, water, land. These are the free gifts of nature. But at the same time, these are very limited in supply. So one has to be very careful when they use these resources in the utmost manner, in the best possible manner, so that no wastage is done, no exploitation is done of particular resource. Whereas human environment is the environment which is necessary for the well-being of an individual. If one wishes to live in a particular type of environment, one has to maintain it. That maintenance lies in the hands of a human being. For example, if you live in a desert area, if you live in a humid area, and you have the problem with the humidity, so you can manage the temperature of that particular place through your technical efforts or through your human efforts. So human nature or human resource or human environment is all about the management of the resources, management of the environment by human beings. Now again, the natural resources are subcategorized into natural environment is subcategorized into biotic and abiotic. Natural environment is further divided into biotic and abiotic. Biotic and abiotic. Biotic and abiotic. See, as far as biotic resources are those resources which have life in them. Anything which has life, it's called biotic resource. All those things which has life, like human beings and animals, fall under the category of biotic resources. Whereas in abiotic resources, all those things which do not have life are part of abiotic resources. For example, land, water, air, these are abiotic resources. See, both are required for the balancing of the nature, balancing of the environment. And if both of them are in equal proportion or in a proportionate ratio, then there will be a balance which will be called as ecological balance. So ecological balance is all about the biotic and abiotic resources, or human environment and natural environment. When these both are in equal terms, when these both are in the proportionate ratio, then we form a environment which is called as ecological balance. So environment is the surrounding area where one lives up, where one puts up. It's the area which makes the living of a human being, living of an individual, convenient and comfortable. Whereas the environments are categorized into natural and human environment. Natural environments are those environments which are free gifts of nature, which the nature has given to us free of cost, which is bestowed by the nature without any cost. Like air, water, sunlight, these are all free gifts of nature. But one has to be very careful when they use these resources because these are limited in supply and they have their unlimited demands. Second factor is about the human environment. Human environment is all about the environment which makes the life of a human being convenient and comfortable. It's called human environment. Now, these environments are categorized into, or natural environment is categorized into biotic and abiotic resources. Biotics are those which have life in them. Biotic resources are those resources which have life in them. Like for example, men, human beings and the animals have life in them. So they fall under the category of biotic resources. Whereas abiotic resources are those resources which do not have life in them, but they are important for the balance of the nature. They are important for the ecological balance. Examples of abiotic resources are land, water, air, sunlight. These are the examples of abiotic resources. When these both are in a proportionate ratio or in a good proportion, then there is a balance in the nature. That is, the result is ecological balance. What happens if there is no balance in the nature? If there is no ecological balance, the nature will not respond, and as a result, there will be global warming. Global warming is a general rise in the temperature is called global warming. So class, I'll put it till here only. Tomorrow we shall see that why should we protect our environment? Why is it important that one should protect the environment in which one lives?